Hey everyone, welcome to day 89 of the 1000 Days of No Code Challenge. Have you ever wanted to test a new feature or make some changes in your app but were afraid of breaking something? Or maybe you're working with a team and need a way to manage multiple updates at once? That's where branches come in handy. Branches allows you to create multiple versions of your app where you can experiment, test, and build without affecting the main branch. In today's video, we will explore what branches are, how do we create branches, and how they work in Bub. This will also help us understand how we can collaborate with other developers if we are working in a team, and how the changes made in branch can be brought to the main branch and then sent to live. So let's get started. Like we already know, branches allows us to create multiple versions of the same project and work on different functionality or any changes that we want to make without disturbing the main. As we can see, we have a main branch here. We also have a live version here, but we have not sent anything to live yet. Okay, we can create a new branch from here. Please note, we do not have branches available in the free version or even the starter plan that Bubble provides. So if we go to settings, if we go to app plan, and then if we go to change plan, then you can see we have free, starter, growth, team, and enterprise. And for agencies, we also get something called agency plans. Okay, so for the free plans or starter plan, we do not have any versions. From the growth plan onwards, we will start getting branches. So for growth plan, we have 10 custom branches. And in the team plan, we have like 25 custom branches and so on and so forth. Luckily, for us as agencies, we get 10 branches in the agency plan as well. So I'll create a branch from here, okay, and I'll name this as branch 01. You can give any description that you want for this particular branch, and I can keep making any changes that I want to do in this particular branch. Now let's say I'll keep working on this, where I say this is all projects and so on and so forth. Like we can make any kind of change, right? So we have this one. I'll also add one more date, which will be the end date. We have not added end date to any project, but yeah, that's fine. I'll go back to main and then create one more branch, because if I create a branch while I'm active on this particular branch, it creates a branch within this particular branch. Okay, so I'm going to create a new branch here, and I'm going to call this as branch 02. One thing to keep in mind when we are working with different developers on different branches is that we have to communicate with each other, so we do not work on the same page or same reusable element that other developers are working. That can be a problem when you're merging them. If you're working separately and one of your branches will be merged, that's completely fine. But if you want everybody's change to be integrated onto the main, it's always advisable that you work on different pages, okay? Or if your work requires to be on the same page, then let the person one finish the work and then you create a branch from that and then you work on it, okay? So for that reason, I'm going to go to, let's say, admin page. And here I'm going to make this as all users and so on and so forth. So we have two different branches where we have done small changes. Okay, like this, you can create 10 different branches. You can also create a branch within a branch. So this is branch 02. So I'll create a new branch, and this I can call it as branch 0201. And I'll click on create. Now you can see that this branch is a branch from this branch, and these two branches are the branch from the main branch, right? So like this, you can create 7 more branches and you can play around with different things. One thing to keep in mind though is every branch in the development version, in this case main, branch 1, branch 2, branch 2.1, all of this will be referencing to the same database, right? So the data types, the app data, everything will remain same for everyone. So I'll quickly show you what I mean by that. If I go to data, I'll go to app data. So I'm going to create a new record from here, and let the email ID be mnop@xyz.com. Okay, so I click on create and the new record has been successfully created, and we can see that over here. Now I created this particular record in branch 0201, but if I go to branch 02, I can still see that particular user, and this will also be reflecting in the main version. You can see that this particular user is here. So do not delete the data thinking that this is in your own branch or something like that. The database remains the same for all the branches in dev. Live version will be different. Only your design and workflows will be different for your branches. So please keep this in mind. And in the next video, we will see how to merge the changes that we have done in different branches onto the main branch. And this is branches for you in Bubble. Understanding branches is very crucial when we are building very complex applications or working with multiple developers. As our app grows, we need to keep trying different things or keep adding new features. Branches gives us the flexibility to experiment, test, and refine before we can send them to live. In the upcoming video, we will dig deeper to understand how do we merge the data from different branch into the main branch before we can send it to live, and what is the best practice when it comes to multiple developers working on the same app. That's all from me for today. Keep sharing, keep inspiring, keep building, and I will see you in the next one.